Hello friends and welcome to my May update. But before we talk about May, let's talk about April. April was awesome. It was huge, mostly because of these two little things, Tiny Tails. Tiny Tails was launched and you love them, which is great because I've got so many ideas for new ones. But anyway, let's talk about Tiny Tails later. For now, let's talk about what we did in April. Things I coloured in April. The first thing I coloured, or the last thing I coloured, because we're going backwards maybe, is Starcatcher from Moonlight Mischief. And I've been wanting to colour this in for a long time because I'm really fond of this little cute turtle, and I wanted to play with having a coloured background, even though I adjusted the illustration a little bit to pull in the sides so that I didn't have to colour the whole background. I just think it looks more striking with a bit of white around it. Well, that's Starcatcher from Moonlight Mischief. And all of the ones that I'm going to show you that I coloured in April, I did colour along videos with, so you can watch and follow along with those videos. Moonlight Mischief, I coloured Starcatcher. I also coloured from Fantasy Tiny Homes. And I coloured Small Tudor Bedsit. I really loved how that little door came together with its metallic brasswork and how these little couple, especially her checkered or her patterned dress. And of course the floral situation. Looks like a lovely little bedsit that you would go to stay for a weekend, doesn't it, in some little English country town. Fantasy Tiny Homes. I also coloured from my latest book, which is Lost in Time. Latest book not including Tiny Tails. Mr Fogherty. We love Mr Fogherty, and Mr Fogherty is wearing a spacesuit, and I can't resist colouring Mr Fogherty in a spacesuit, and I gave him a pink spacesuit. And of course the future is pastel, so here we go. Got the floating car, which is in a lovely turquoisey blue, his pink spacesuit with his light green and green skin. So fun. I am quite fond of colouring that one of Mr Fogherty, and I look forward to colouring another Mr Fogherty in the future. But for now, that's Mr Fogherty in April. And I think the last signature book that I coloured in April was from Hide and Seek. And of course Easter was in the middle of April, so Preparing for the Hunt was our nod to Easter, which is a floral and Easter egg explosion of colour with cute rabbits and other things, hunting for eggs and painting eggs. What a joy. And then of course we did our Asleep colour along, which was this Rockabye Baby. I did a grey horse and I put her in a checked cowboy shirt, and there was some fun music in my colour along to go with this whole colour along theme, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's well worth checking out. I also coloured that one in a whole different colour scheme, in vibrant pinks, but I didn't film that one. I just did it for fun. There's Rockabye Baby from Asleep. And finally, the last thing we coloured was Foxtrot from Awake. And I went with a very bright orange fox in a dark night sky with some stars in it. Awake and Asleep, colouring with markers, it's just a joy. If you haven't tried it, I fully recommend it. Right, let's talk about things we're going to colour in May, because May's coming up. And let's bring back Tiny Tails, Volume 1, Volume 2, because I'm going to colour from Tiny Tails from both volumes through May as part of my May Colour Club, which you can find at rjhampson.com. And from Volume 1, which is Birds, Bugs, Bees, Blooms, Animals and Snail, so I'm going to be colouring in this page of little bugs. I think the big draw for me was the bugs in spaceships. How can I resist that? I simply can't. Volume 1 also has snails in the back, and I was tempted to colour along with snail, but I'm going to stick with my bugs in space. And from Volume 2, I have chosen this page from Knickknacks, the Knickknacks section. And it's got the moped and some flowers, an easel, just some little scenes. I thought, let's tackle that. Let's see how we go tackling that page. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying Tiny Tails. I'm getting some good feedback. And it's a fun little concept and a format for a book, so I want to really keep running with that alongside of fun projects that I have in tune for May that I'm working on, secret projects that I can't tell you, but I will reveal when they're more ready for showing. Now let's talk about, other than Tiny Tales, what I'm going to be colouring this week. I'm not going to be colouring in May Asleep, but I am going to be colouring from Awake, and I'm going to be colouring A Productive Day, featuring a rhinoceros. And for some reason, I'm thinking this rhinoceros should be purple. I don't know why. But we'll see what happens when I actually sit down to colour it. And there's a lot of room for playing with the illustration, adding a little bits in and extras, which I always love to do. It throws a little bit of extra in for you guys if you're following along. So that's what we're planning from Awake. The other books we're going to colour from are here, and we're going to start with Around the World, Mr Fogherty, because we can't go a month without colouring Mr Fogherty, can we? This is the Pangolin Palanquin, and I just wanted to say thanks to you guys for, we've finished our Mr Fogherty colouring comp, which was in line with our Lost in Time book, and so many really wonderful entries came in, and I really love seeing, there's nothing so much fun as seeing all of you guys colouring and bringing to life the colouring pages that I draw, especially when we all do it together and it's part of a big thing. So I really love those colouring comps that we do, and seeing everyone's beautiful artworks and playing along, and there's prizes at the end. So interestingly, they are People's Choice winner. So People's Choice, we selected like the 10 best voted for pages or colouring pages from the comp that were entered, and we put them into a random draw, and Sanako, who coloured in Pangolin Palanquin, was the winner of the People's Choice draw. So it's fun that we're colouring in this. It'll be tempting to just follow exactly what Sanako did, but we'll see how we go. And our other two winners are flashing up on the screen now. A random draw from the whole entry list, and also we do a selected draw from just the people who are entered and are also on the RJ Hampson mailing list for a selected list-only draw. So get on the list, that's all I can say. So we're going to be colouring Pangolin Palanquin. It's a bit of a tongue twister. This is the pangolin, and this is the palanquin Mr Fogherty's in, being jostled about. And I love this pangolin, and I am happy with Mr Fogherty in his palanquin, but these little parrots just make me laugh. And also this inset is so cute. This inset's available in Tiny Tales Volume 1, so you should grab that if you want to colour it. We'll also be colouring from Mountain King. We'll be colouring Toll Evasion with these fantastic monsters sitting around a fire eating the leg bones and the skulls of previous crosses of the bridge. And this little mobile home being pulled by, doesn't look like a very fast oxen. And I've wanted to colour this one ever since I drew it, and I'm looking forward to bringing some colour to that page. Mountain King. All of these books. Lost and Found, it's another favourite. All these books are my favourites. But I'm going to be colouring the Lost and Found. And I was tempted to go with the Duplicates with a Difference version in the paperback, which instead of holding a teddy bear, he's holding an alien, and there's different spaceship and alien related things happening. But I decided to go with the original version with the teddy bear, because let's face it, there's enough going on here to keep us all entertained for many hours. So that'll be a challenge that I look forward to, colouring from Lost and Found. And finally, I'm going to be colouring from Pirates, and I'm going to be colouring Pipe Dreams, but I'm not going to be colouring this page. I'm going to be colouring the Duplicates with a Difference page, because yes, Pirates now has Duplicates with a Difference. This is the updated version. So in the soft cover, the paperback, and also in the digital packs that are available at rjhampson.com, you can get the Duplicates with a Difference and the updated illos. So I'm going to do a full flip through of this book in another video, which will be coming soon in a couple of days, and we'll go through all of the illustrations. But excitingly, I'll be colouring from the Duplicates and from the new Pirates book in May. I can't wait to share this with you because it's exciting stuff. So April was fantastic and awesome and huge, and May is looking like it's going to be a whole lot of fun too, with Pirates being launched and the Tiny Tales still to colour, and we've still got Lost in Time, which is fairly new. So we've got so many things that are happening and so many things to look forward to. Pirates, Lost and Found, Mountain King, Around the World, Awake, Tiny Tales Volume 2 and Tiny Tales Volume 1. That's a full list, I think, on anyone's calendar. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you've enjoyed this update, seeing what we've drawn, and I'm looking forward to colouring through all of these pages in the month of May. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and remember to like and subscribe so you stay in touch with all the updates and all of the news and all of the new releases and everything that's happening in the world of RJ Hansen. But for now, I'm going to say farewell, and I'll see you in another video. Bye, guys.